Eddie Hearn has ruled David Price out of a fight against Anthony Joshua later on this year in November. He says that the front runners to face Anthony Joshua this year are still the same people: Berman Stavern, Joseph Parker, and Kubrat Pulev. He says that's still the shortlist. So Anthony Joshua fighting outside of London has obviously got nothing to do with fighting David Price in Liverpool, because that fight's not going to happen. And it's obviously got nothing to do with him fighting any of his other domestic rivals. So it seems to be a logistical thing. It seems to be because of the fact they haven't yet signed an opponent. That has meant they've had to move on to a different venue because the O2 maybe needed to know and the deadline for securing that venue was passed. So that's what it seems to be. Now, Eddie Hearn said something very interesting and to me very disturbing. I'll leave a link to this article on the Sky Sports website where he says all this stuff. Eddie Hearn said that he may have Joseph Parker fighting on the undercard if Joseph Parker's not the opponent for November against Anthony Joshua, then he'll have Parker on the undercard. Now, having Parker on the undercard is great. The opponent he suggests, in the circumstances he suggests, is what's very disturbing to me. He says he would like to see Joseph Parker fight David Price on the undercard of Joshua's title defense in November in a final eliminator. Joseph Parker's already the mandatory. I mean, did Eddie Hearn not get the memo? The Takam fight was a final eliminator. I'll leave links to that too. Go look at the news articles about that fight. That fight was a final eliminator. Joshua versus Parker has already been ordered. Negotiations start, I believe, November 9th. They have to be finalized by, early mid-December. If they haven't been, then purse bids come into play. So what's Eddie Hearn talking about in terms of final eliminator? Parker's already secured his shot. I certainly hope the IBF are not going to suddenly say, oh, actually, Joseph Parker, you can't have this shot. We're going to make you fight David Price. What kind of hurdles and obstacles is Eddie Hearn trying to put in front of Joseph Parker? I don't like this, people. I don't like it at all. If you want Joseph Parker fighting on the undercard of Joshua's next defense, give him somebody that's tough but not too dangerous, because do we really want to jeopardize Joseph Parker against Joshua? I don't. So, this seems a little slimy here from Eddie Hearn. Now, like most people, I'm subscribed to IFL TV. And there hasn't been a question and answer session with Coogan and Eddie Hearn for a while now. I do enjoy those question and answer sessions. I'm not somebody that's active on Twitter. I literally hardly ever go on there. But for those of you who are active on Twitter, you might want to get you might want to get this question to Coogan Cassius. So next time he has a question and answer session with Eddie Hearn, you can ask him the question. And that is, why would Joseph Parker fight a final eliminator when he's already the mandatory? It don't make sense. It's almost as if Eddie Hearn's trying to kill two birds with one stone. He says Price has to fight Parker because Price has to earn his shot. So why does Parker have to fight Price? He's already earned his shot. I don't know, man. I don't like the sound of this. It sounds dodgy. To use the old English expression, it sounds dodgy as hell. So you let me know what you think about this, people. We'll see what happens. It's still likely to be Joshua against Stavern, Pulev, or Parker himself, according to Hearn, if we can trust his word. We'll see. And as I say, those of you who are active on Twitter, get that question out to Eddie Hearn and Coogan Cassius. Why is Eddie Hearn talking about final eliminators against David Price when Parker's already the mandatory? The IBF already ordered the fight between him and Joshua. What the hell would he want to... It makes no sense. So, yeah. Drop your comments below, people. Let me know. It's your boy Hatman. I'm out.